estimating that the average American consumes 44.7 gallons of soft drinks annually, and over 40% of the daily caloric intake comes from soda, fruit drinks, mixes, and other forms, reports an article in the New York Times. Even more alarmingly, the Harvard School of Public Health projects that by 2020, if the current epidemic continues unabated, 9% of all preschoolers will be overweight or obese, which is nearly 60 million children. The Harvard School of Public Health also predicts if nothing is done to reverse this epidemic, more than 1 billion adults are projected to be obese by 2020. My health and future generations of health are very important to me, and because of that, I have searched for ways to achieve an optimal level of health and found the potential ways to reduce the previously stated statistics from coming true. I am here today to urge you all to be more aware of a few small changes. And by the end of the speech, I hope to have persuaded you all to become more aware and active on these changes, because they may improve the prevalence of obesity for yourself, future generations, and our nation. Today, to bring about this awareness, I will inform you on what small change can be made, the projected effects of this change on our nation's health, and what you can do for yourself, future selves, and children now to combat obesity. So what is obesity? The Center for Disease Control and Prevention reports that an adult who has a BMI of 30 or higher is considered obese. A person's BMI, or body mass index, is correlated with the amount of fat a person has, but does not directly measure body fat. A person's body fat can be affected by many things seemingly out of their control, and as a means to gain control of the rising rates of obesity, there has been a new push for a certain tax. This tax would be an excise tax to be placed on sugar-sweetened beverages as a means to decrease the current and future rates of obesity and improve our nation's overall health. To give you an example of how this excise tax would work, Mark Bitton, a reporter for the New York Times, discusses that sweetened drinks could be taxed at 2 cents per ounce. For example, so a 6-pack of Pepsi would cost $1.44 more than it does now. There may be some serious health implications if this excise tax is not put into effect, reports A. Julie Jacobs, a dietitian. Oh, I'm sorry, so there are many states and countries who are making similar changes. Andrew Entheimer, a reporter from the Washington Times, discusses that in San Francisco, Mayor Gavin Newsom instituted a citywide policy that removed Coke, Pepsi, Fanta Orange from all vending machines on city property. Across the country, in New York City, Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg recently sent a request to the U.S. Department of Agriculture to ban sugar drinks from being purchased in the city's food stands. And yet, to give you another example, outside the United States, AP food industry writer Candace Choi discusses in the U.S. News World Report that taxes in Mexico add 1 peso, which is about 7 cents, to the cost of a liter of sugary drinks as a means to reduce one's sugary intake. There may be some serious health implications if this excise tax is not put into effect. Julie Jacobs, a dietitian, talks about some of these health implications in her article, What Are the Healthy Benefits of Eliminating Soda? She says if you continue to consume too much sugar from sodas, you are at an increased risk for being overweight, having high blood sugar, and developing diabetes. Now, many people may argue that consuming sugar-sweetened beverages is your own choice, and they should not be taxed on making their own decisions, but there may be many benefits people from all nations could receive with this tax. So for those of you who are for this, and for those of you who are still against this, let me inform you on what this tax could do to improve one's health and decrease the rates of obesity. Escobar and colleagues report that a tax increase on sugar-sweetened beverages is associated with a decrease in consumption. This decrease is reported to reduce weight gain and body fat, especially in children. In one of their studies, a double-blind randomized clinical trial in children and adolescents, they found that drinking sugar-free beverages rather than sugar-containing beverages has the potential to significantly reduce weight gain and body fat for children. This excise tax would also save lower-income families money on healthcare costs and put extra money back into health promotion. Escobar and colleagues also estimate that about $70 billion a year is profited from soft drinks alone. This would generate millions of dollars to put back towards health promotion. The revenue from this excise tax could be used to support a variety of obesity reduction programs, school nutrition programs, or to finance health promotion foundations to advocate for healthy eating. If this excise tax was put into effect, it would greatly benefit our nation, providing resources to achieve an optimal level of health. But currently there is still work to be done. before this excise tax is enforced nationally. So for now, what can you do to reduce the prevalence of obesity in your life? With a few simple changes, your daily sugar intake will help you immensely. Angela Jacobs reports 4 ways in which decreasing or eliminating your soda intake would be beneficial to your health. She says that if you're used to drinking 3 to 4 cans of sugary drinks a day, replacing these drinks with water or sparkling water could help you lose an average of 1 pound a week. Also, cutting out these sodas from your diet could help you achieve and maintain a lower weight. Cutting out these sodas could help you keep a flatter stomach all day long, regulates your bowel movements, and prevent flatulence. More importantly, sodas can help you improve or prevent non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can cause high blood pressure, elevated blood cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and abdominal obesity. With a few simple changes, by simply changing your liquid intake to something without sugar, such as water, you decrease your risk for serious health problems, increase your chances of maintaining weight, and improve your overall health. The answer to decreasing obesity seems so simple. The steps to change are in your control. Now that you are aware of this proposed excise tax, how this tax could affect your health and our nation's health, and what you can do now to reduce your risk of obesity, what's next? In 15 years, there's a great chance that you and your family will be among the millions of predicted suffering from obesity. What is it going to take? Why not make changes now? Your awareness and support of this excise tax on sugar-sweetened beverages and reducing or eliminating your sugar intake will make an enormous difference to what has already been predicted for us in 15 years.